What's going on, friends? It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for another What Sold video. This is where I show you the top 10 items that I sold this past week so that you can kind of have an idea of stuff that you can be on the lookout for when you're out yard sailing or thrifting, stuff that you can pick up and flip for a profit. Hope you guys enjoy it. Here's the top 10 items I sold this last week. LL Bean shoes are not something that I typically am on the lookout for. Don't really pay much attention to them. But I saw these at Goodwill and they were really clean. I mean, look almost unworn, maybe some wear on the bottom. So I decided to look them up. Surprisingly, they had a really good sell-through rate and the price wasn't bad either. These are a pair of what they call camp moccasins. I call them boat shoes. They call them camp moccasins. I paid $6.50 for them and they sold for $42.50 in like a week. So I've always had really good luck with these things. This is a Sony under cabinet mount CD player / radio. It actually mounts underneath a cabinet like in a kitchen or a workshop. Got the bolts and everything, the remote, so it's complete. And I paid $5 for it, I believe, at a garage sale, and it sold for $65 in less than a week. So definitely be on the lookout for these things. They sell typically pretty quick. So I know shoes, not a big deal, right? This is a pair of New Balance 574. They're kind of unique in that they're made of like a denim fabric. Really good condition, a little bit of wear on the bottom. Paid $6.50 for them. And the reason I'm sharing them is because I actually sold them on Poshmark. I believe this might be my first Poshmark sale. I paid $6.50 for them and they sold for $54 on Poshmark. I've been cross-listing a bunch of stuff using List Perfectly and I've been cross-listing stuff on Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, and Poshmark. I don't do any sharing or anything like that on Poshmark, so I was kind of surprised to get a sale, but I'll take it. It sold for $54. So I picked up this Toshiba DVD VCR combo unit when I was out picking with Adam of Baldy Pal Picking on the way to the Prison to Profit convention. Stopped at a hospice thrift store in Greenwood, South Carolina. Picked this up for $7. Also, I'm going to grab this Toshiba combo unit. It's not a recorder, but they only want $7 for it. Real clean condition, and looks like they sell for around 45 or 50 plus shipping. Got about a 50% sell-through rate, so I might sit on it for a while, but I got a perfect shelf in my storage unit just for it. I always keep some RCA cables laying around. I believe I paid 94 cents for these from Goodwill, and I try and include them when I sell a VCR or a combo unit. So I've got $8 all in, and it sold for $70. So this is a pair of Nike Air Max. It's the Wolf Gray colorway. Couldn't find a lot of them on eBay, so it sold pretty quick. I believe I paid $5 for these from a little thrift store, and I always make sure to check these bubbles, make sure they're good and tight. Make sure no air is leaked out. The Air Max hadn't become the Airmen. These were in good shape. Like I said, paid $5 for them. And they sold for $69.50 on eBay. The buyers all in like $80 something because they're in Canada, sold through the global shipping program. So they went on them pretty bad. So this was basically free inventory. This is the PAL PTE D01. It's a tabletop drum set. Tested, everything works. Didn't have a power cord. I had one laying around the house, so I threw that in. And it was actually, like I said, free inventory. It was sitting in the bottom of a shopping cart that I bought from Goodwill. Paid, I believe, $20 for the whole cart, and it was full of Guitar Hero stuff. This was in the bottom, so it's something I definitely wasn't counting on. Most of the Guitar Hero stuff is sold, so I'm in a profit. And this just sold for $89.95. So I have this shelf in my office where I like to put things that I collect or find at thrift stores that I think are unique. Sometimes I'll list things and put them here if I want to keep them around for a little bit. I've got a collection of vintage Clemson hats, lots of Clemson paraphernalia. There's some rare Sega Genesis games, some bobbleheads. There's actually a sealed version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 for NES. It's, like I said, it's sealed and new. Probably need to get that listed. And then there's this bobblehead here. This is Alan Jackson, the country music singer. Well, it's all right to be a little bitty. Paid 50 cents for him at a garage sale, and he actually just sold for $85. So I sold the Fanny Lifter. Yeah, it's kind of weird, I know, but it's made by the firm. It's called the Fanny Lifter. It's actually 2 steps. They look like stools, kind of like the ones my daughter uses to brush her teeth on. Came with a VHS, and they're basically workout steps. You can separate them, stack them on top of each other, whatever you want to do.
Weights by your sides. Stand on top of your Fanny Lifter. Left foot is in the center. Right leg will travel. Ready? Let's begin. Straight down, straight up. Beginners, keep in mind you have that flat foot in the back. Everyone else, let's sink as low as we can. Work hard on the left leg. Dumbbells nice and steady, don't swing. Chest up, shoulders back.
But they've been sitting at my Salvation Army so long that they've been marked down to half price, so I only paid $5 for them, and they sold within a week for $120. The coolest part is they actually came in this box, and all I've got to do is add a little bubble wrap, put a label on it, easy to ship. This is a Pentax K1000, just a basic 35mm film camera. Paid up for it a little bit, paid $25 at a church yard sale, but it was in decent condition, came with a bag and everything, got the instruction manual, so I knew it would sell pretty quick. Problem is, it's been sitting in my death pile for a couple months. Finally got around to doing a little testing on it and cleaning it up last night. Listed it for $135. 5 minutes later, I got an offer for $130, and it was from a company that actually restores these and resells them. So I felt pretty comfortable taking that offer versus an average Joe, because they know what they're doing with these things. If there's something minor wrong, they're probably going to go ahead and fix it instead of taking the trouble to send it back. Average Joe may see one little blemish, send it right back to me. So I felt pretty confident taking the $5 off, so 25 into 130, not too bad. I don't know a lot about board games, but I do know to pick this one up when I find it. This is Fireball Island. It's made by Milton Bradley. It came out in 1986, and it's highly collectible.
Danger lurks on Fireball Island. More than a mere board game, it's a three-dimensional adventure. Your quest, the idol's jewel.
Coward, I'll go first. A shark!
But it's not so easy. Mountains and chasms stand in your way.
Got it!
And beware, your foes are out to stop you with thundering fireballs.
Oh, stop her.
And collapsing bridges.
Oh, no! Got it! Dog me!
And you don't win till you're off Fireball Island, the three-dimensional adventure from Milton Bradley.
I've actually had this one for a while. It's been sitting in my office. I just think the graphic is cool, and the fact that it's still around from 1986 is, I don't know, just thought it was neat. So it made me happy sitting in my office. Finally decided to clean up my office and to get this thing listed, and it's actually incomplete. It's missing like 3 pieces that you need to play the game. Paid $45 for it from Goodwill, so I definitely paid up, but it sold for $189 in 2 days on my card.